Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Galaxy Junkyard. My name is Chris, and today we are going to be watching the Hasbro PulseCon 2023 live stream. Now, this show covered all of Hasbro's big franchises: Marvel, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers. They covered them all. Today, we're only covering the Star Wars content because that's what we do, Star Wars. If you would like to watch the rest of the show, the link will be down in the description below. You can watch the rest of the show and check them out. I will forewarn you that if you are somebody that looks for a person to kiss Hasbro's butt the entire show and be like, oh my god, everything is great, I love that retro sticker, it's just so great, this is not the stream for you. Video for you. I will not be kissing their butt. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say I don't like it. I'm sorry if you feel that that's negative and I should stop collecting because of it, but hey, I'm allowed to my opinion, you're allowed to your opinion. That's fine. But again, if all you want is a butt kisser, then this isn't the place for you. I like to be honest. Sue me. I'm never going to be the guy that Hasbro sends the box of stuff for free. And it's like, hey, here's stuff, promote, because we like you for kissing our butt. Oh well. So, let's see what they have to say. Now, I did move the video in just a couple of seconds from the Star Wars intro because, well, they play the opening theme, which would get this video copy strikes. We're not going to do that, so you've missed nothing. They just thank the guy that did the intro. There's a couple of figures in front of them. They've said nothing about them. And, well, let's just get to it. Who knows? Check out some of their stuff. Maybe they have something good today. They better have a Balin and Shin figure. Hopefully not in retro. I mean, I've seen nothing. I've stayed off of Twitter, X, whatever, Instagram. All my normal sites just to avoid seeing spoilers for this. So I will be seeing, these will be live, real reactions. You're welcome. Let's check it out. Alright. Yeah, see, these are the figures that are in front of them. They would just come off the selfie series, so these might be selfie type figures, but let's see.
We have on Star Wars. James is a great representative. We love interacting with members of the community at conventions. He mentioned the HasLab. Obviously, we launched that at SDCC. More to come on the HasLab later, some little tidbits there. But just huge thanks to James. We love interacting with those folks. We're excited to join you all today to share some amazing news with you. Ooh. We're going to have reveals from all the segments: Vintage, Black Series, Premium Roleplay. We're splitting up the stream today. There's not enough room on the screen for all the members of the team, so we're splitting it up between Vintage and Black Series. As you can tell, with Emily on the screen, the incomparable Emily, we're starting with Vintage here. They didn't say retro. So we're going to start with some quick intros. I spoiled it a little bit with Emily, but my name is Patrick. I'm on the marketing team for Hasbro Star Wars.
I'm Chris. I'm on design.
And I'm Emily, senior product designer.
Awesome. And in fact, there's the three of us, but we are joined by a cast of thousands here in front of us. Our updated Hasbro Selfie Series 2.0. So we heard from Theo and Dan already about these, but we thought it would be fun to show off our little selfies here. So we've got me here. We've got Jing couldn't be with us here today, but she's here. Vicky, obviously, our fearless design leader. Eric and Priya will be with here. And I'm on the record. This is the most handsome figure Star Wars has ever produced here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure we can disagree about that.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't highlight the glasses and the beard.
There you go.
Well, it actually has a little stubble, which I'm unfortunately rocking today. So, but yeah, you've got the glasses and the beard.
And the beard, yeah.
Absolutely.
You're the whole upgrade.
The twofer, yeah.
The
on the upgrade,
package. Yeah. That's awesome. Wonderful. Emily, tell us a little bit about yours.
Yeah, I love our own clone army here, and for me, I think the addition of the glasses definitely makes it feel a lot more like myself. The longer you wear glasses, the more they become like part of your face.
Yeah.
So this is an awesome
got
upgrade.
LASIK.
We also love the beards and mustaches addition, and so these selfie series are feeling even more like a clone army than ever.
That's awesome. So as we heard, you guys can buy your own Selfie Series 2.0 on the Hasbro Pulse app in the U.S. only. And if you order now until Monday, September 25th, Hasbro Pulse Premium members will also receive that exclusive sleeve and special branded figure stand you can see right here. Again, it doesn't come with this handsome figure, but it'll come with an even better one of you. So, one more thing before we dig into reveals, let's do a quick poll.
We love polls,
the interactivity,
except we
love
can't
hearing
vote
what
this
you're
poll,
thinking. So head on over to the YouTube chat and let us know which segment you are most excited to hear about today. Vintage, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear for vintage, yeah. Black Series 6-inch, yeah.
Yeah.
Black Series Premium Roleplay, we love it.
yeah.
We love them all. We would, split 33, 33, 33. But we
Oh,
want to
boy.
hear from you. There's a little math there. We want to hear from you. The results will show up at the end of the panel. So that's
end of the
it.
panel.
Let's
What did
get
we
started.
really
Let's
wanna hear?
dive right in. So first things first, we did want to just quickly recap our
Hold
PulseCon
on.
exclusive.
So, I love the face he's making. So, I didn't get into the whole selfie series, the first one, because it was expensive for this. They didn't do beards and glasses in the first series. I mean, I feel like that would have been, something they should have worked on, but okay.
We revealed this in July. It's been on display at San Diego Comic-Con, but it's worth taking a second beat because now you guys can order it. It's on sale, or it will be. So don't miss out on our Star Wars PulseCon exclusive. It is the Black Series Star Killer and Stormtroopers convention pack. It's the largest convention item we've done in at least a few years.
I did do.
Took 4 of us to get it over here.
Exactly. It takes a village.
We did do a video for that. We're going to link that down in the description below for this set, and you can get my personal feel on that
Just a
one.
quick recap. Again, a big pack that includes Star Killer, who's been
Again,
a hotly
big missed opportunity
requested
with this
item
set.
from the community for many years here for Black Series from the video game Star Wars The Force Unleashed, along with 2 classic troopers here for him to battle it out. Chris, tell us a little more about this amazing pack.
Well, there's a ton to look at here, but you can see Starkiller has 3 swappable heads. He's got that one neutral face, the screaming face, and one with kind of gritted teeth, like really into it. He has
He's really
different
into it.
or alternate hands, a normal C-grip hand, so he can grab onto things. But there's also an open hand to look like he's doing a force push. Wow, there's so much. He's got force lightning effects. You see those kind of wrapping around the stormtroopers here. And as the force push effect, that's standing here on
Is
the
he
little
glued
side
down
stand.
there in the panel?
But to have a visual for that force push, there's the force blast coming out from underneath him. It's just a big explosion of plastic there. So lots of cool stuff. 2 different color lightsaber blades with the lightsaber effects, and then the packaging, super fun there too. So for this pack, we've got that sleeve, and when that sleeve slides off, I mean, you're pulling off kind of the recreation of the game box art that was recreated with the figures, but then you get to see inside, and you're seeing it on screen now. Some of the great display of those figures inside.
That's awesome. I love that you guys are able to, with these convention items, just really things we aren't able to do in mainline, but to your point, like really just blowing out the accessories, creating these moments for such an iconic figure, his entry into the line. So it's really cool.
Yeah, so much credit to our branding and packaging structure teams, like all digging in deep on these.
So Maria and Andrew always do a great job. So there's so much that goes into this pack. This one in particular is going to be amazing to pose out. This pose is great. There's many more.
Okay.
In fact, we had Isaiah from the Black Series Instagram page snap some toy pics, Hasbro toy pics, we love it, of this item for us. So it's up on his Insta now, so definitely go check it out. This pack is available for purchase today exclusively to
Was he
Hasbro
bleeding
Pulse
in this
Premium
scene? I
members
don't remember
beginning
all this
at
blood.
4 p.m. Eastern Time. And a quick note here, this PulseCon marks the first time Star Wars is now participating in that early out window. So not 5 p.m., 4 p.m. for Hasbro Pulse Premium
Yay.
members. You'll hear more about that with other items, but just wanted to make sure. I know in past years we've been kind of, accustomed to that 5 p.m. time, but 4 p.m. For this item. So, and then in the mainline channel at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for other fans. So definitely don't miss out. What else do we have?
What else
today,
do we
Carl?
have? Come on.
Well, so much. But
So
moving on
much.
for some reveals today, we're going to start today with vintage reveals, like we said, but before going into Black Series later in the day. So, but keeping with kind of that gaming
Ooh.
theme, gaming is just part of the Star Wars universe. It's in the blood of Star Wars. There's so much there. And there's a lot of gaming fans on the team as well. I mean, Emily and Eric are both huge gamers. There are others, but Emily and Eric being
Wish
on
you
these
would not.
figure
Well, my
segments, very key
I
to
crush
all
it
of
at
this.
my video's in the
N64,
way, or my face is in the way. You
at
can't see it.
home.
Her hand is in
Still
her
have all the
pocket.
key-
There we
Ready
go.
to go, yeah.
Up, down, left, right, all over it.
Right.
Konami.
Oh man,
Boy,
and
they.
one of the very successful games in more recent years is an app game, and that's Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, a mobile game that lets you battle with crews of heroes and villains. And revealing today 2 characters from the game, both HK-47 and Jedi Revan. So we strive to make our refreshes more interesting, and this one definitely falls into that category with Revan.
Did they just?
Introduced here a brand new costume for Darth Revan with his Jedi form. So
Yeah, we loved the way that this one
how they
reflected
still
the
call him
ability
Darth
all the
Revan
way
now.
back from Knights of the Republic to choose your path in the game. And the mobile game really built on that with this new look. It was super fun to create
Galaxy
that
of
style for him, and
Heroes?
this is all in white. This is definitely his redeemed path version. So that was super fun for us. And as well, I just loved the opportunity to include his companion and potentially enemy, the deadly and hilarious HK-47.
One of my favorite droids, by
This
the way.
twisted
But
droid was previously offered in toy form as a Build-A-Figure in the Legacy Collection.
yeah, it was kind of
So we
sad.
had fun with the opportunity to bring him out in a completed form. In the game, Jedi Revan only comes with one of his 2 lightsabers, since again he's chosen his path, and HK-47 comes with that iconic blaster.
that's right. And as for packaging, this is a fun 2-pack execution for the vintage collection.
I
So
mean,
it's packed with a closed box. You see that here, with a little diorama on the front, highlighting the 2 figures, but kind of in the classic Kenner style.
I like the packaging.
But in that game.
And these aren't bad
gaming
figures.
environment.
I don't like
Inside
the
pack,
Galaxy
there are 2
Heroes
blister
instead
cards
of
included, so each figure comes on its own card.
um.
The pack is available
Like, whether
for
they
fan
bring
channel
him
in
out
the US
for-
and Canada, or toy specialty stores, including Hasbro Pulse
I
and
can't- I'm
Pulse
drawing a
markets
blank on that,
outside of
but-
the US. And that includes all of EU, as well as Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. This will be on shelf spring of 2024. It'll be a pre-order exclusively to Hasbro Pulse Premium members, like Patrick was saying earlier, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time today. And for shared fans, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
You got the first litany of retailers and times. And
I got
you
through
nailed
it. I got
Way to
through
go.
it. Yeah.
There we go.
It's not always the easiest. All right, so moving on, we'd love to introduce a main villain from a different show. From Rogue One this time, it's Director Krennic. So, fun one here. We've wanted to do this figure for a long time, and trying to do him right and bring him out. We've
I mean, he's
gone
kind
in
of a
with that
peg
new officer
warmer, though.
body we have that helped out. But he's
First
got
time?
a custom cape sculpted here, so some of the details.
That's a nice
great on
figure,
that
looking
fur.
figure, but
All the special details of that cape, the collar and the little.
Did you like the
badges
collar
on
and the-
there, as well as his portrait? We wanted to do him for a while.
Should've
and
given him
to-
his hat,
to do
though.
that portrait right and catch those details of his head.
like at the beginning of the movie.
The holster on his side, it's a fun detail. It's off on kind of the opposite side you would expect, because the actor here is left-handed, so it needed to draw that blaster a little differently. We love bringing the portrait.
Nothing
like I said,
wrong
to
with
life,
left-handed people.
Even the subtle details in the grays of his hair. So, then you're seeing here the packaging for him. We have a really nice film out that leans into kind of that Krennic attitude a little bit there. So nice, subtle, and kind of honing in on that character style.
That's awesome.
This was-
This one's been highly requested by the community, right? I think you guys
Yeah.
are doing a great job of
Highly
tuning
requested?
into the polls and the petitions and the brackets.
Did you guys
and
request
I think we're
Krennic of all
chipping
people?
away at some of those brackets, and
For
I
sure.
think
Yeah.
we're going to make folks happy
Really?
today and in the future, I think, right?
I think so.
Absolutely.
That's
We're
our
always-
goal. Yeah.
It's always wonderful to hear from the community on
Interesting.
what you guys are looking for.
I
Always
am
pay
apparently
attention.
missing out on the community.
So, moving on to a more recent entertainment, obviously a huge live-action show we're all loving tuning into is the Ahsoka show on Disney+. So we've shared a few reveals in the Vintage collection already related to the show. That was Vintage Ahsoka, Sabine, Morgan Elsbeth, HK-87, and Hera. So much fun doing all of those. And also revealed Thrawn from Rebels. So while not in Ahsoka in this form, this was his animated form, just a relevant character to the series. So next up, sharing a few more today, one figure in the new entertainment that we definitely wanted to get out is the ultimate sassy droid,
Didn't
Chopper.
they show Chopper on the
So, woo! So this one is a figure we've loved adding to the Vintage collection since we can always use more droids.
Oh no, I guess he
comes
was
packed
the
with
retro
detail,
crook.
and
No,
personally, my favorite thing that we were able to add to this is the
maybe it
tilting
was.
neck joint.
retro.
For that.
Little attitude going on there.
Is Chopper here in the studio?
It's right here. It's such an accurate impression. So he's cracked me up. All of his lines in the show, and he comes with as well arms that swivel at the joint by his
It's
head
not bad
for
looking.
additional expression. The little small arm in his body can also pull out for that pose. So as well, his third leg can be pulled out into kind of two positions so that he can sit straight up
That's a nice
there
card
in
back,
the
I like
diagonal
the picture.
position, aiming for all those different chopper poses. And at the top, he also has an interchangeable radar dish, so he can do his diagonal tilted tracking, and as well the little targeting piece that he tossed at the other ship in the show, so he can track that little radar dish.
Okay.
And so
Tiny on there, but it's there.
it's a little bitty accessory, but
Bet
it's
you I'll
fun.
lose that real
You can
quick.
glue it all over your ships.
Smallest accessory in Vintage, or
I don't know. We've
Some
done
of
some
the-
tiny
some
ones.
of the
There was a
ones.
shift knob in there
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
that's probably no longer there, but
Yeah.
it's been lost.
And just one more note, the deco for this one is based on his live action appearance. So we love this sassy droid. He's going to be so fun in your line.
Right, and a fun thing for the packaging on him, the film out was provided by Lucasfilm, as all of them are for us, but we did some minor editing to the background to extend that hallway so it filled up the space, kind of in classic Kenner style. And some of you might recognize this film out. Actually, we used this exact same film out on the retro version of Chopper that we revealed in the August live stream. So
We're sharing. We're such sharers.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm
retro.
hearing his personality and his whole mood coming through in this shot. He's just amazing.
Just
So
no sticker.
speaking of adding more droids to our vintage line, another one that we've loved from the Ahsoka show has been Huyang. So it's a little early for this item, so we don't have a model and a package for this one in person today. The model's a little busy. But you can see the great photography here on the monitor. So this one is looking really great. He's fully posable.
Interesting.
This lightsaber instructor is both a great mentor and also kind of ready to call you on it when you're a Padawan getting up to trouble. He's been amazing in the show as well. This droid's fully newly tooled with lots of little droid details like the wiring across his stomach, the details of
It
his
looks
portrait.
good.
And he comes in amazing metallic colors.
Surprised they
One
don't
of the
have
best
the
parts has
prototype.
to be his backpack. So
Prototype?
this one, the arms
Prototype,
can
yeah.
be interchanged into different poses. So you've got the arms in their outward position where they're kind of picking for stuff behind his back, and as well the arms that you can interchange into the compacted pose right against the backpack. He also comes with his data pad as well as his tool accessory.
He looks sassy
So
there.
he's going to be super fun for the line as well. We love adding all these droids.
He's also a little sassy, right? Like
Yeah,
he's got,
it's a sassy droid
they've got
season.
some
Yeah.
attitude there in Ahsoka the droid.
And I think because we brought in HK earlier from
Yeah.
the global game,
I like
mean,
it. The
this
droids
is a whole
are
trio.
standing up for themselves in Ahsoka. It's good.
Speaking up. All right. So in the future, Director Krennic, Chopper, and Huyang are coming to mainline retailers, including Hasbro Pulse. Director Krennic and Chopper are available spring of 2024, and like we said, it's a little early for Huyang, a little of an early reveal, so that one is available summer of 2024. All three items are available for pre-orders, though, and they're starting exclusively to Hasbro Pulse Premium members beginning today at 4 p.m., and as well for other fans starting today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Awesome. So before we move over to Black Series, we did just want to take a moment to talk about HasLab. You're seeing it on your screens right now, or you will be in a
You'll
second. And
see
just
it.
thank the community again for the amazing success on the Ghost HasLab. This is the third vintage
Yeah, you guys
HasLab
did it.
I've
Woo.
been through. I know you guys have been through a couple. Each has
Unlocked
been
all of
a
them, too.
different journey. This one has been amazing. Obviously, the first one that we launched at a convention, and such a tremendous experience. You know, being
He's
in
only
that
failed on the
room,
one.
seeing the reaction, just the positivity,
You guys
the
know the
joy.
one.
Then Chris bringing it out
Trying not
on
to
the floor.
fall and
I know,
drop
yeah,
the
that
thing
was
in
a
front of
tense
everybody.
moment. Yep. You know, I was so hoping it would fund on the floor. We were like talking about the party we would have in the booth, but funding a day later, unlocking all the tiers, just huge thanks to you guys, to the community for making this happen. It was truly about you. You made this happen. It was
Yes,
the
they did.
item that you wanted. We heard you. We brought it for you. We were just blown away, and it really shows the strength of the community. We ended at over 21.7 thousand backers for the Ghost. We successfully unlocked all 3 tiers, so that means you guys will be getting Hera, Ezra, Kanan, and Zeb on those beautiful exclusive mural card backs in their Season 4 Rebels appearance. And as previously announced, we'll also be offering Chopper and Sabine as well on those mural card backs as a separate purchase, so we can complete the entire crew. You will be able to get all 6 figures in their Season 4 appearance on
I
those
feel like
mural
at
card backs.
21,000.
Right, and it's still too early for us to officially put that out on pre-order for the Chopper and Sabine figures, but we are working hard on it as we speak. The whole team.
No, that should have
But
been
we
done.
did want to let the fans know today, so you can all plan ahead. We are going to be announcing a pre-order of Sabine and Chopper on those exclusive mural card backs in the first few months of next year.
months of next year.
So once announced, we'll keep
Should
the
have already been
pre-order open
done.
for a few weeks.
This
so
is a drop the
everyone who
ball
wants to
situation.
can be able to get their orders in, and these 2 figures that are coming are not exclusive to HasLab purchasers. But again, we're not limiting the total amount available. So all fans who want the Sabine and Chopper figures can buy one or more if you want.
Yeah, we know it's a little unusual to be announcing an announcement coming, but we know how important that these figures will be. And again, we're just so appreciative of
The main question here is, will we be able to buy the other 4 then? Separate. If we just want the figures and not the whole ship. Obviously, we can't get the whole ship now if we didn't already back it, so... What? They should have had these figures... Should have already been part of the tiers, if that's how they wanted to do it. They should have lowered the numbers and got it. Or now that you're over 20,000, you should have just unlocked the 2. That's just... I disagree with that whole additional purchase for 2 more figures.
community for backing the Ghost, and we want to make sure that everyone who backed the Ghost gets these, that it's not a surprise that it's coming up. So again, we just mark it in your calendars, and that day won't come as a surprise. Again, we'll make another announcement with the specific day, but we wanted you guys to know that it's coming up. So that pre-order's coming. We'll make sure you have the information in time for that item, so stay tuned. And again, just sincere thanks to the amazing community out there. It's absolutely...
His face is kind of this look of, we screwed up, and you know it, and we know it, and...
Yeah. It's absolutely a celebration and
Don't
a win
shoot
for
the messenger
community,
situation
and
there.
we're thrilled. I'm thrilled. I have my order. My wife was thrilled to know we've got another huge item coming. We're thrilled to add the Ghost and the Gross crew to our collection. So huge celebration there. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're splitting up the stream. That was the vintage section. So thank you so much, Emily.
No problem.
For all that you do on this line and
you.
for this stream.
Love
and thanks,
doing it.
Absolutely, wonderful. So that was vintage, and now it's time for Black Series. And here's Eric and Priya.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
scoot over to make a little more room for the rest
There
of
we
the
go.
team. Yeah.
And again, we hinted at this early, but first, PulseCon for Priya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
Wonderful. Oh yeah, and intros. And sorry, do you want to?
Oh, yeah. So I'm Eric on the design team.
And I'm Priya. I'm on marketing.
Eric
Awesome.
just gets kind
It's
of...
wonderful to have you both. We've got some amazing reveals for Black Series as well, right, Priya?
That's absolutely right. I'm so excited. We have some classic and new entertainment reveals to share with you today. So first, let's get started with some classic, diving right into the archive collection. As we all know, the archive collection is a great way to get some of those classic well-known characters out for those new fans that are starting their collection. So it's bringing back figures that have been out a while ago so that new fans don't miss out. For this round of archive figures, it's going to be international only. And since the fans in the US have had them in the past already, and we didn't want these to kind of block retail space in the US. So these archive figures will be only available outside of the US, again, for those casual fans that are starting out. So for the first archive character, we're going classic, starting with a trooper that's super timeless, the Stormtrooper, as you can see here.
Okay. So, in fairness, I don't like, why we can't get a second shot at Bo-Katan here. Granted, I actually ended up passing up on her because her box was destroyed when I did find her in the wild. So I don't have this figure myself, but, we're just going to send international, but you guys get a Darth Vader, a Luke Skywalker, and a Stormtrooper, so good luck to you there. Also, you're paying, and this is the other thing, and I know this is probably true with the archive series, you're paying current price, which is funny because the original figure on a better box, boxed nicer than just a card back, was only like $20. Now you're at what, $25? So, pay a little bit more money for previously released figures is great. Oh, and hopefully these 4 will get you started.
It's a classic clean white trooper for those casual fans that just want the original quintessential Stormtrooper. And of course, he comes with his E11
a clean
blaster.
white Stormtrooper.
So moving on, a main character this time, we have Luke Skywalker. This Luke, as you can see, is in his
Stormtrooper's a main
X-Wing
character?
pilot outfit, as seen in Star Wars A New Hope. Again, just a classic outfit for those outside of the US that are starting out and want to get an original Luke in their collection. He comes with his lightsaber, blaster, and his helmet, all the features that you've come to love and expect of this character.
Yeah, and keeping it going, we also have another main character.
Hold. Your main character, to get you started, is Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing outfit. So if you want to recreate any of his battle scenes, you can't do it because he never fought a lightsaber battle in his X-Wing outfit. I mean, he used it on Hoth. He used his lightsaber to slice open the AT-AT. But he did not, fight Vader or anybody in that outfit. So, have fun, again, recreating scenes. But, you international people, apparently. Did the international, did you guys not get these figures the first time? I thought these were released everywhere, not just US and Canada and all that.
Darth Vader. This is a Darth Vader refresh from the Star Wars A New Hope with soft goods skirt, cape, and his iconic
Darth Vader
lightsaber.
numbers 5,000.
And just a quick detail, the New Hope Vader has a fabric that goes over his shoulder pads, just a nice little way to tell the difference between some of them. There are subtle differences throughout all the movies.
I do like
it's just really good to get such a main character out there for the very first movie for those
the
new
cloth
fans.
over the shoulders, though.
And finally, we have a more recent character from a new show, one that we've seen a lot in the Mandalorian series. Is Bo-Katan, and she comes with her her removable helmet, her 2 blasters, jetpack, and a lot of great detail. A really great portrait of the actress, and just a really cool Mandalorian main character we wanted to get back out. So true to archive collection, these come in those classic carded packaging with that black and white illustration in the front of the pack. These archive collection figures are not going to be up for pre-order at this time, so it's reveal only. Again, not carried in the US, will be fan channel, including Hasbro Pulse in Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. And mainline in all of EU as well as Canada.
Canada you didn't get the first time? Okay.
So moving on to newer entertainment,
Which we're literally
obviously we
US?
have reveals for Black Series tied to the Ahsoka show as well. Super stoked. And we're absolutely loving the show
Uh-oh,
so
you dropped
far. We're
something.
excited
Dropped
for
her
the last
helmet.
2 episodes. I am stoked. So
This past
And you
week
dropped
was
her helmet.
I
amazing.
know it was
Like,
incredible.
won't-
There's so
won't
much.
spoil anything, but
Yeah.
go check it out.
Yeah, if you haven't, go now. Well, go after PulseCon. So- and we've already shared quite a bit in previous reveals.
Yeah, previously we've revealed Ahsoka, Sabine, Hera, Hu Yang, Ezra, Morgan Elsbeth, HK-47, and Marok.
87.
Yeah.
87. My God, 87. And as well as Chopper from Rebels.
And look,
So just a whole lot of figures.
That's a lot of
Let's
figures.
just
Yeah.
repeat, when is the last time that we've had that many Black Series figures, like day and date, with new entertainment?
It's been a long
Yeah, it
time,
has.
and yeah, to be able to have a lot of these like out with the show, like when it first aired, is
Yeah.
amazing.
Like it might be a movie. It might be
Yeah.
like 6-7 years ago.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
awesome work.
It was a movie.
So we're really excited to be sharing some more today. First up, we have a main villain who's given us some amazing action shots, Balin
time.
Skull. So Balin is a completely new figure.
Yeah.
He has really cool greenish patina weathering on his armor, and it kind of gives them this almost seasoned, rusted look. And he comes with a really cool looking lightsaber.
Yeah, and actually for this character in particular, he has a longer blade than
gonna
most
say
other
his
lightsabers
blade
we've
is-
done. He actually has the same length lightsaber as Darth Malgus, since he has that broadsword style saber that we saw in the show. He kind of wields it a little bit differently. He wields it like a broadsword, so it's a.
It looked
it's a
really
long saber
massive
blade.
in that first
Yeah,
picture.
really cool. Even the color on the saber is also subtly different. It's a little bit more orange than we normally do. You can also see he comes with a PVC skirt that flexes out of the way to really allow for articulation.
Bright red,
So
but
Balin's
yes.
number 9 in the Ahsoka line look. I personally love the expression that he's giving us here and on the packaging as well. Very menacing, kind of everything we've come to love about him. Super, super force to be reckoned with.
And finally, joining Balin is his
the
apprentice.
green?
Love seeing her in action through the show as well. Just a really cool looking
Oh,
character
it's
we
about
need
time.
to get in. It's Shin Hati. Shin is another brand newly tooled figure. Really cool looking armor with some green
Another red
weathering
lightsaber.
on the armor itself to give it that age look similar to her master. So, and she also has the same colored lightsaber as Balin, that same orangey red, but it's actually a regular length lightsaber blade versus the.
They say
the
orangey
longer
red.
that
That's
Balin
pretty
had.
rad.
And I just love both these characters in the show so far. They've been amazing. They've been really cool. They've been really dynamic. And she also comes with a PVC skirt that is split to allow for that articulation, and just great detail throughout with an amazing portrait. Our team, Tom and Bailey, did a really great job sculpting all of these characters. She is number 10 in the Ahsoka line look, and right next to her master in our line, and posed at the ready to take on any
shelf
fight.
spring
So just a
2024,
great side
okay.
art of her on the packaging.
So these two figures, the Black Series Balin Skull and Shin Hati figures, are mainline figures, including Hasbro Pulse, of course. They'll be on shelf in the spring of 2024. Again, they'll be on pre-order exclusively to Hasbro Pulse Premium members beginning at 4 p.m. Eastern Time
Well, I
today.
just stop. Like, this greenish bluish color. It looks really noticeable here on the figure. I don't recall that being on his actual outfit, but I could be wrong, I guess. I don't know. That just should just be like a solid black. I mean, the figure looks great. Now, Balin and Shin are probably figures I would like to go and actually have.
And in mainline at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for all other members of the community. So moving on to premium roleplay. We have
That's it
some
for Black
exciting
Series?
news to share with you today, and we're going to stick with Ahsoka live action. So first up, let's start with a lightsaber. One that's had quite a journey, quite a history throughout Rebels, now in the hands of Ahsoka's Padawan. It is
I was like, did it
Sabine's
stall?
FX
Okay.
Elite lightsaber. Let's take a look. Talk to us about this one, Chris.
As mentioned, there's a lot of significance to this lightsaber. Having switched hands between Ezra and now over to Sabine.
I like this first
its
saber
new
better.
owner, she's made some modifications.
If they could
to
have done
this, and-
that
and
one,
this
would have been
reflects
really
some of
cool.
those. The ears on the top were one of the features added by Sabine. So just great overall, cool looking hilt. This thing has, we can turn it on here and It's gonna be a look. Wow, see, that's even bright under the studio lights. That's great. But typical to FX Elite Sabers, it has a real metal hilt. But what's special is that there's actually a whole rubber grip material here on the handle. So a great look and feel on this one.
And of course, being our premium FX Elite lightsaber, it comes with all the features that we've come to love about this line. Progressive ignition, blaster deflect, wall cutting, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, back to Chris.
Right, well, yeah, good on you for getting through those. Normally that's me having to go through all those features, but like some of the others, this has a barrel plug in the top that gives it a clean look when you don't have the blade in, so you can display it with the blade off. And we just love seeing the saber in the show and are thrilled to have it in the line.
It's a nice looking
But
saber.
moving on,
but
that's not it for role play. We have one more reveal, a helmet this time. And we've gotten to know this character well through many seasons of the Clone Wars, I would say, and have built kind of a lasting and deep connection to this person. But this character has also developed a deep and meaningful relationship to Ahsoka.
It's Rex,
So
isn't it?
It's kind
Rex's
of fun to see
helmet.
him for a moment in live action, and that's right. It's Captain
That's
Rex.
Rex's helmet. Knew
So
that.
we're just super excited about this one. I know we say excited a lot, but it is kind of how we live our lives, is
excited a
in
lot.
the world of excitement.
Yeah.
But when Rex moved from a Phase 1 to Phase 2 clone trooper, he made some modifications to his helmet. He wasn't quite happy with how the Phase 2 helmet in the show fit him. So we tried to be true to some of those modifications here. You see that with the new visor shape that Rex brought over from his Phase 1 helmet, along with the matching interior that matches up all the shapes and stuff inside, special to that. On here you see some great weld line details and weathering inspired by his live
Looks
action
nice.
appearance, as well as the hash marks on the helmet that are pretty distinctive to Rex. Just an amazing display. And
I like
roleplay
helmets.
piece
Helmets are
with
nice. That's a nice
the
helmet.
rangefinder and the voice changer that we have in this. The voice changer is kind of typical to what we've done on some of our other trooper helmets. So it
Can't
gives you
move that,
voice effect,
apparently.
but when the
Oh,
rangefinder goes
he
up
did
and
get
down,
it to move.
there's actually sound effects for that rangefinder built
He got the
into it,
rangefinder to
so
move. The other guy
that's
didn't.
pretty cool. But both the Sabine FX Elite lightsaber and the Rex helmet are mainline items, available spring of 2024, up for pre-order today, exclusively, as you guessed, to Hasbro Pulse Premium members beginning at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and in the mainline channel
What
at
about
5 p.m. Eastern Time for all
Hasbro's
others.
helmet.
You have to
Sabine's
provide your own
helmet.
accent for this
You,
item, right?
you
Yeah.
do, yes. yes.
All right, so that's it for product reveals, but we've been doing this the past few years. We love it. More news. We've got pipeline
Hey.
reveals to share here. So it's been a
Is it
busy few
better
months.
pipeline?
The past few months, we've had a lot of news recently between SDCC, the August live stream, the Ahsoka live stream, PulseCon. So it's a lighter pipeline. The cupboards are bare. Not too bare though. We've still got some stuff, but there's a lot more news still to come into the year, the rest of the year. This isn't it. So as you guys know, the pipelines are a look further into the future. So stay tuned for more
I feel like
details
we don't get half the
about these
pipelines that they
items
talk
in future,
about.
future reveals, future events. But we just wanted to, as we always do, share an early bit of news with the community. So starting today with the Vintage Collection. So we've got our first pipeline for today. I'm excited about this one. It is Officer Disguised Cal with a redeco of BD-1 from that great universe of Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. So that'll be a great one to get into the line.
I think you're mostly excited just because it looks exactly like you
I
as
mean,
a figure.
that's a hand. I
Man.
mean, now there's a duel for most handsome figure in the line. I don't know. It's a close one. So he looks great. Get back to me when they have that N64 figure in the line. But next up for pipeline reveals, we've got the Mandalorian Judge from Mandalorian Season 3, but continuing to build out that great cast of Mandalorians from that last season. And then up next, you can see that box is bigger. That's because it's a troop builder pack of Phase 2 clone troopers in 3 different designs. We're getting a lot of great troop builders into the line, so you can build out those great troop builders with this next pack coming to Pulse and Shop Disney.
Pulse Shop
Eric,
Disney.
Thank you. So moving on to Black Series. First off, we know that there are many new fans out there. We would love to be able to help them out start their collection.
Oh, this is
sharing
gonna be
that
bad.
We have some main characters that will be out for casual fans, so they will always be able to be picked up. One of those key characters to start their collection. So announcing, we have A New Hope Darth Vader, and we have the Mandalorian in his Season 3 look. Then we have a Phase 1 Clone Trooper. This is going to be a shared fan exclusive on the new clone body. And then a Mandalorian Night Owl that we've seen from Mandalorian Season 3, exclusive to Target.
I hate exclusives to
So
stores.
those are the pipeline reveals today.
That's it?
Again, we've got more news in coming months, so it's going to be an exciting end to the year. Before we end, we did send out a polling question, so let's check out those polling results. See what you guys said.
Vintage collection was
Very
kind of good.
excited. Let's see here. Which segment? So some love here. Obviously some love for all the segments, but Vintage got some love, but Black Series 6-inch there in the lead. With,
Yeah, because we all wanted Balin and Shin.
I'm applying my high school math
It's literally all
skills
we
here.
got.
Looks like maybe
67.
65 or 70%. So that's great to hear, but good to see the love across the line. Hopefully you guys loved all the portions of the show. So that's it. Emily joined us. We've got a nice SNL style ending here. I don't know if we'll do this, but that's it for today. As promised, we've got more news coming throughout the year. Definitely stay tuned for future events. Until then, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for an amazing end to the Ghost campaign. Thank you for tuning into Ahsoka. Thank you for this show. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
a pleasure.
you. Thank you.
And tune in. We'll see you guys later. Back to you, James and hosts.
Okay, well. I'm gonna say that was pretty light, honestly, on everything. I mean, we had 2 Black Series figures, which were the 2 that really should have been shown. The Ahsoka Pulse live stream. I mean, I feel like they were ready. They just held back because they needed something for this show. But being that that's all they showed, it was a little bit disappointing. I mean, they're 2 great figures, Balin and Shin. It's sad they don't come with their cloaks, since they wear their cloaks an awful lot. That would have been nice to just do like a soft goods cloak for them. And maybe they called that an orangish red lightsaber. It was very red. Maybe dialed back the red and add a little bit more orange. But overall, those figures look good. The vintage collection, nothing really too great to pop out on. The archive collection, I mean, that's international, so that's puts me out, but have fun spending $25 or more, whatever your currency is, whatever is equivalent to 25 US dollars. Have fun for something that was $20 when they first released. Pipeline reveals, I'm sorry, if you guys really wanted to start your collection and you wanted Mando or Darth Vader, especially Darth Vader, there's 20,000 of him. You can go to eBay and pick up a couple pretty cheap, honestly. They don't always hold up at value. You can get some of these figures better pricing. So like the cow from Jedi Survivor was pretty cool. The Judge, Mandalorian Judge, that's a cool figure. The troop builders are cool. So the vintage collection pipeline reveals were okay. Nothing all that exciting on the pipeline reveals for Black Series, which is on par with their August release. There wasn't really anything. But they were really straining the, starting your collection push. And hopefully they're not just going to revamp every figure and re-release. There's a lot of figures that they could have done. I'm still not sure how y'all voted for Krennic. Like, he was one that ended up at Five Below and Ollie's. A lot of them. So I don't know how much of that push for Krennic, but hey, what do you guys think? How did the show go? Are you happy with the vintage collection? What you saw, the premium roleplay, the Black Series? Was there a certain figure you wanted to see? Disappointed there's no retro in this reveal. It's just really very light, but overall I think it went well. Really looking forward to Baylan and Shin, and can't wait to see what their next one is. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, what figures you wanted, what figures you liked, what you didn't like, who you would like to see in the future. If you like these types of videos, please give the channel a subscribe, so I know that's what you want to come back for more of. I enjoy making these videos, so I'll probably continue to do it anyways, but hopefully you'll come along for the next one. I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.